Mason Kaufman, a student physical therapist at UW La Crosse, and my patient here is Brooke. We're going to be going over some standing strength exercises today. For this first exercise, I'm going to be having Brooke performing some squatting. So some cues for this: I want her to push her weight back into her heels, nose over toes. Try to keep the shin as straight up and down as possible. Good. She's doing a good job pushing that weight back into her heels, nose over toes. That engages her glutes a little bit more. Good. You can do this with a chair as needed. Brooke could just put this chair right in front of her for balance here, or behind her, just as another cue for how far to go down. For this next exercise, Brooke is just going to be performing some standing marches. So she's going to stand on one leg and drive her opposite leg up to the ceiling. Good. And slow and controlled on the way down. You can alternate or do all of them at once. You can also use a chair or a countertop as balance as well if needed. Good, some control on the way down. Good, drive up. Good, perfect. She's doing a really good job here. Good, a few more repetitions. Drive that knee up, engages those powerful hip muscles. This exercise is really important for walking, going upstairs. Good, one more. Awesome job. For this next exercise, we're going to be engaging some of our glute muscles here. So Brooke is going to be standing. She's going to bend her knee, and then she's going to drive this part of her knee outward here. Good. She's doing a great job staying slow and controlled. She's also can use that chair as balance if needed, or a countertop. Good. She's doing a good job driving that knee out. If this is too easy for you, you can straighten your leg and then lead out with that heel there. Good. Keep those toes pointed forward, drive that foot out. Do one more. Awesome job. Brooke is going to be performing some RDLs, or Romanian deadlifts they're called. You can use weight with these, but for demonstration purposes, we're just going to be doing body weight. So she's going to be standing about shoulder width apart. She's going to have a slight bend in her knees, and she's going to let her hands slide down the front of her legs here while pushing that butt back. Good. And as you get more comfortable with this, you can increase range of motion, try to get a little bit further down that shin bone. Good. If you have some water bottles or a few cans of soup at home, you can use those, slide those down the front of your leg as well. Do a few more repetitions here. Good, slow and controlled on the way down. Good, awesome job. For this last exercise, Brooke is going to be performing some step ups and some step downs. This is a really great functional exercise. You can do this in your home on your stairs. It's really good at working a lot of your hip muscles. And so for starters, Brooke is just going to step up on the stool. Drive that opposite knee to the ceiling. Good, and then slow and controlled on the way back down here. Good, you can alternate or go 1 foot at a time, step up, knee drive. Good. And if you don't feel comfortable doing the knee drive, you can just step up. Good, and then slow and controlled on the way back down. Good, we'll do a few more reps here. Good. Good, slow and controlled on the way down. That part is just as important. Like I said, really functional for maintaining the ability to do stairs and strengthening a lot of those hip muscles that are important for walking. We're going to be moving on to some upper body exercises now. So for our first exercise, we're going to be doing a curl to a press. So if you watch closely, Brooke is performing the curl with her palms facing upward. She's turning those palms down, and now she's pressing. And then she's doing the exact opposite on the way down. Good. Punching those knuckles to the ceiling here. I'll do one more rep, and then I'll show you a progression that you can do from this. So she's going to be doing the same thing with the upper body, and now as she presses, she's going to be doing a leg drive up. Good, and back down. And then you can alternate leg drives to the ceiling or do them all on one side, whatever you prefer and whatever you're most comfortable with. Good, we'll do a few more repetitions here. Good. That leg drive just engages some of those hip muscles, some of those core muscles, and is a nice addition if you feel comfortable. Gotta do one more here. Awesome job. Alrighty, we're gonna be doing some bent over rows here. So for starters, Brooke is gonna be using her left hand as balance support here. She's gonna stagger her stance just a little bit, and now she's gonna bend her elbow and then pull it back to the ceiling using those back muscles here. So she did a really good job bringing her scapula down and in to lock that into position and really target those shoulder muscles there. Good, do a few reps here. Good, as you get more comfortable with this and you don't feel like you need that extra support, you can do these both at the same time. One hand Brooke this other weight. She's gonna perform the same thing just at the same time. Did a great job locking that scapula in place and now driving those elbows to the ceiling, pinching those shoulder blades down and in. One more rep here. Good. Okay, so for this next exercise, Brooke is gonna, you can do this with or without a weight. We're gonna demonstrate with a weight, or if you have a water bottle or a soup can at home. She's gonna start with her hand in her opposite pocket, shoot that elbow to the ceiling as she extends her arm out this way. And then back down. Good. She's doing a good job leading with her thumb, getting some added movement into the shoulder and working some additional muscles by leading with that thumb as she extends out this way. And then as she gets more comfortable, you can do this at the same time and kind of crisscross them and then extend out that way. As I mentioned earlier, lead with that thumb. It works the proper muscles a little bit better and gives you some added movement. So start in the opposite pocket, extend outward. Good, do one more repetition. Good, awesome job. For our last exercise here, we're gonna be performing a push-up progression. So Brooke is gonna be starting on an elevated surface, and she's gonna walk her feet back as far as she feels comfortable. She's gonna lock that scapula in place, bring it down and in, and perform a push-up. So bring that chest down. Good, some control on the way down, exploding upward. And as Brooke feels more comfortable, she can lower the surface. So at home, you might start this out on a countertop, progress maybe to your bed or couch, and then all the way down to the ground as you feel comfortable. Good, just make sure it's a stable surface. Good, perform a few more reps here. Good, one more. Good, awesome job. Thank you for joining me and Brooke today for our episode of Strengthening While Standing. We'll see you on the next one.